Well, what can I say? It's a pleasure to be with you. I'm Giles Peterson, and every time I come to Japan, I always get so much encouragement and love and appreciation for the music that I play as a DJ, and for my radio shows and for the events that we've put on for years and years. And it's a great pleasure for me to be coming back in October and presenting the latest project that I did, actually, which was a Brazilian project. I went to Rio and I recorded an album called Brazil Bam 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 as Soon Zera. That's the kind of group name that I chose, which kind of means wicked sound, great sound in a Brazilian style. And it was just a dream come true for me. I managed to be able to find some of the musicians that I've always wanted to work with and to create an album, a little bit like a modern day version of George Duke's Brazilian Love Affair. For me, that was a very important record. It would kind of introduce me to a deeper side of Brazilian music, and I wanted to do the same thing. So I managed to work with people like Sir Jorge and Elza Soares and Wilson das Neves and Nana Vasconcelos and Lucas Santana, a whole host of just incredible people, and we made a record. It was just fabulous. And the film was made as well, which has got some really emotional moments in it, and it's a real kind of making of film, but it's also a little bit descriptive of what's going on in Brazil and Rio particularly at the moment. So I managed to kind of travel around and tour about and check out some of the sites. So if you're thinking of going to Brazil, particularly Rio with the Olympics coming up as well, it's a good sort of guide, I think, for you to be able to catch the feeling of Rio as I saw it. It's a beautiful, it's like the most beautiful city in the world, and I was lucky enough to be able to make a record, and we made a film of it as well. So come to Uplink and I'll be there to do a question and answer on one of the occasions and introduce the film, and yeah, it's going to be good. I'm so excited that you can see our experience. So I'd love to invite you to come and support it. You know, there's plenty of giveaways and little special things, this positive. Support the record, support Soon Zera, support our shows, and I look forward to seeing you and meeting you in October. Here we are. We're at Brownswood Road, Brownswood basement. We just come from going to the main floor. That's the basement down there. Yeah. It's a hot day in London. It's a hot day. Look, hot day. And we're going to go and find my Brazilian section because I'm so excited about this Soon Zera film and the album that I made in Rio. And there's a lot of inspirations that I want to show you. So come in. So in a way, you know, I love Joycey. She was like somebody who I've worked with in the past. I love her. So she's been a big inspiration. This is a very inspirational record because it features Wilson das Neves, who's the drummer, and he recorded on our album, which was amazing, with Elza Soares, and we did a version of his song called Nana. So we did a version of this on the album. This guy's interesting because he's incredible. I wanted him on the record, but it didn't work out in the end. He lives in the house opposite, or the apartment opposite Ed Motta. They are neighbours. Interesting, right? Some people find that interesting. I find that interesting. Some people find it boring. I find it interesting. So this is the record that actually inspired me the most. This is a George Duke record, and this is the first record that I heard which made me believe and understand there was more to Brazilian music than I thought. So this is the record that introduced me to Milton Nascimento, because he performs on here, and Flora Purim, and Airto, and it's just a great record. It's a classic. And this is actually the Brazilian version of Brazilian Love Affair. And the funny thing about this record in particular, is it's called Brazilian Love Affair, but the song Brazilian Love Affair isn't on the Brazilian version. Isn't that weird? It's on the American version, but it's got a beautiful inner sleeve. Look at that. Wonderful. Wonderful stuff.